of you. How about I play 3 copies of you? Right, Paladin, let's see what you have. It's clowning time! So, I was having a looky at HSreplay. I don't have a witty title for this, so Big Shaman. Why so bad? Why so bad? So I was having a look at Big Shaman on HSreplay because they played against this off camera and I beat the deck. I hadn't seen it before, and I was kind of surprised. I was taken aback by how strong it was. And then I go on to HSreplay, which admittedly this is not the premium version, so I can only see up to gold rank. And the deck has a win rate of like 40-odd% right now. Like, it's dropping rapidly. It's at 40% right now. And I can't help but think, why? Why is it so bad right now? And I look against, its matchups of Big Shaman, and it doesn't do great into Blood Death Knight, which kind of surprised me, because it's very sticky. And I felt like Blood Death Knight would struggle to deal with it. Admittedly, it's a 47% win rate against it, so it's pretty close to 50-50. Ramp Druid, it gets hard bodied by. That kind of makes sense. I can accept that. The other decks though that are around, how it only has a 45% chance to beat Deathrattle Rogue, I don't completely understand. And Miracle Rogue, only just 50%. I feel like this deck should body both of those. So I can only come to the assumption that people are playing it wrong. And possibly the deck list isn't quite right. The other thing I wanted to mention is that deck I just played, not necessarily the Spell Demon Hunter, but the Quest Demon Hunter, there's only a 44% chance of winning against it. And I feel like with the Berserkers in there for health gain and the Moargs for armor, you can put up a decent amount of life. I'm kind of surprised it has such a bad matchup into it. And your board is really sticky, and that deck has a problem with dealing with particularly sticky boards. So I decided to put together a Big Shaman deck list. However, I feel like there are some issues with the one at least that it's putting online right now. And we might do a little bit of theory testing right now. So, of their deck list, one of the notable things I noticed is Snowfall Guardian, a played win rate of 41.6%. That seems really weak. And I was kind of surprised that it was in the deck, to be honest with you. It freezes across the board. Yeah, that's nice. But it's not like I'm in a huge control matchup. I feel like this is kind of in here from the Evolve Shaman type of things. Like, it has Muckpool in there with Goldshire and Null and Schooling. Okay, Goldshire Null is a pretty good win rate, but do you need that package in this deck? Is the question. I think at the very least, Snowfall Guardian, I don't think it's a necessity in this deck anymore. I think it's somewhat overrated, so to speak. I think it's worth looking at the Null package, because it is such a big play if you can get a Null out there early. With Schooling and Evolve with Muckpools, you can just beat some decks with that. You can just break the back immediately. Other parts of the package that I'm pretty happy with, Primordial Wave, I think is useful to have in here. I don't know if we want a 2-of copy though. I think it's good though because it will beat the Deathrattle Rogue, and there's a lot of it going around. If you can evolve their board, or devolve it I suppose, then they get like no value from their Deathrattles, or less value, and you just beat them then. They're just, they're a nothing deck without the Deathrattles. I think Farsight is fine. I think Schooling is fine. I think Vandar is also okay. If you can get an early Vandar, I imagine that also rapidly changes the win potential of this deck. Another thing that I felt like was a little bit weird in the deck was the Stoneborn General. Like, it doesn't have an undead tag, and I think a big part of this deck could be the the Flesh Behemoth. But right now, all it's searching out for is a Berserker and the Harkener, correct? I think they're the only cards it can find. Which seems really, really weak right now for the undead side of things. Now, I will admit, if you go into undead and like have a little search, there isn't a lot of other options. Rockgill is in there. Could do worse than Rockgill, to be honest with you. Like, Deathrattle gives your minions +1/+1 on the battle cry. You do sometimes get a sticky board. It can be a little bit annoying, make it even harder to deal with. But honestly, if you're struggling to deal with like a 3/8, making it a 4/9 probably doesn't make a breaking point happen too easily. So I'd say Rockgill is not a huge thing. The next thing, obviously, is you probably want cards that cost more than, 4. Otherwise, Vandar gets screwed. Now, if there was a way of tutoring for a lower cost card, maybe I would consider doing it. If you remember back a season for the big Demon Hunter deck, they ran Vandar plus... What did they run? They ran like Vandar and Finley, because they have a card that draws the lowest 2 cost minions in your deck, so you could run another one and pull it out with the Vandar as well. I think I started running Renathal in it as well, just for full ultimate memes. But anyway, what I think would be a nice touch, though, is to add another undead to the deck. Now, what is the undead that you add to the deck? It has to cost more than 5. And there are some options. Plague Spreader could be amusing. That could be some disruption. But who does that help me beat? What is the deck we're worried about? I guess it's Druid. So I could potentially beat Druid by Plague Spreader in their hand. But it is a 4-cost one, not a 5-cost one. So I guess that's it out. Infectious Ghoul is not something you want on the board on its own. Again, it wants other minions with it. So I think that is ruled out. Now, there is a shout potentially for Sin Runner. The Arena card has Deathrattle destroy a random minion. That's kind of annoying to deal with. The other funny meme one I consider doing is, how about we put a Frost Whisperer in here? Have you seen anyone play Frost Whisperer yet? I haven't. What if, though, I have such a high curve on the deck that Frost Whisperer could be valuable? Is that insane? Because then you could start throwing in stuff like... where are you? Sorry, not the undead tag anymore. I could put in stuff like Criminal Lineup. If you get like 3 copies of like one of these Berserkers, that's going to be a real pain in the ass to get off the board. Now, it does create a slightly precarious situation, so to speak, that you may get this out earlier than you intended to. But hey, you know what? In for a meme, in for a pound. So let's think about this a little bit more now. So if we throw that in there, we want to play a very steep curve. Oh, the other thing I should have mentioned is I've put in a Sharon Scroll right now. I kind of wanted something that was, again, something that I could discover a card to deal with early game threats. I will probably say now that this is not the play anymore. We just want to get to our big boy cards as soon as possible. And probably schooling Muckpool's Goldshire Knoll are what will try and get us through the early game. I will also mention there is one undead that I'm clearly missing here. And that is... What's his name? What are you called? Invincible. I haven't got the card and I don't have the dust to craft it right now. I also don't think it's super necessary. It could be nice, though. It could be nice. One card we could consider trying to get, and this is like hyper greed at this point. I could try and throw in MotLK, because we can MotLK into Criminal Lineup. We summon 3 copies of it, so we'd have 4 on the board. That is 6, 12, 24 damage. Not lethal, but it's pretty goddamn close. It might get you over the edge against certain decks. And maybe we do that. The whole point of the deck is to live till then. Maybe try and proc Frost Whisperer and get the combo. It's a bit awkward, though, to set up a combo like that then, because, you know, Frost Whisperer, if she gets summoned by whatchamacallit, the Behemoth. We're really just on a timer then of 3 turns. I can't really set up the combo. Similarly, I think Mr. D might not be the right fit. Do I need that much health gain in this deck? It's nice, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary. Especially nerfed Mr. D. And if we go back to this, where is Mr. D? He does have a 65% played win rate, but his drawn win rate is only 49%, which makes sense. You only play Mr. D normally when you're going to win the game anyway. He's your finisher, so it makes sense that the played win rate is higher. It's really the drawn win rate I think we need to look at on him. And 49% kind of suggests that half the time, you just don't ever get to play him. And of those half times you do play him, only 65% of the times that leads to a victory as well. Now, other cards are around this 50% point, so I could be wrong here. I guess the other advantage from the other side, trying to get that. So, obviously we'd want death rattles. I guess that is why they have whatchamacallit in here. The Stoneborn Generals. Maybe Stoneborn General is right, just for the death rattle alone. Maybe Mr. D is not necessary, but the Generals could be. So we get from the other side. To get them out, they die from the other side, leave behind an 8-8 with Rush. I just try and create a huge wall. I will build a wall, and Vandal will pay for it. Okay? I think that's the game plan. Is this a meme and a dream? Possibly. Also, if I'm going to criminal lineup, who would I criminal lineup now if I don't put Alakir in here? I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Just most of the cards in here are value. Like the General would be value. Maybe stuff I get from the Evolves. Let's try it. Why not? This seems kind of interesting at the very least. In my experience, and I was kind of surprised by this on the win rate ratio. Apologies, by the way, you've just literally been looking at the wrong window this entire time because I am unbelievably dumb. So I'll go to the list now again. I forgot. Apologies. Apologies. I was in my own little world. That's the wrong deck. So maybe we add, as I said, criminal lineup is a lot of value. If I get 3 copies of, like, you know, a General or a, maybe not the Behemoth, but a Forge Fiend, a lot of armor, that could be pretty big value. How do I start playing more of these cards? We can try and get a Whisperer to go, which puts me on a 3-turn time, and I think it's funny. So we'll throw in a Whisperer. I've removed some of the other cards, like Mr. D, from the list, because I just don't think Mr. D is as good anymore in this deck. Sure, you do get a few minions, but I don't think you summon enough that it will make him worth it. And I think you've got enough lifesteal and armor from Forge Fiend and Brukan and the Blight Blood Berserkers, which you could potentially copy as well. We've also taken the Snowfall Guardian out. I don't think it's necessary. The dream, obviously, is to get through the early game with, like, your small Evolve package and Vandar as soon as possible. And win the game just through sheer force of stats, okay? What am I predicting for this deck? It's probably going to go 0-7, but you know what? We're going to have a good time doing it. Alright, let's not fool the people. We're not 5-2 right now. This deck is 0-0. I really like this portrait, by the way, of Lady Vash. Very cool. Ah, a Paladin. Muckpool we definitely keep. I think we're hard mulliganing for Schooling, Prescience, not Frost Whisperer. That's not what I would have suggested.
I see you've brought guests.
Alright, that's a truly atrocious hand so far. But hey, the Shaman button, that's a good button, right? That's a nice little button. Oh my god. And it's Paladin, they're going to be pretty slow, right? I think I evolve here. Just so they have some form of tempo. Right, what are we doing? Okay. I think this is pure paladin. Holy hand! This is a pretty expensive hand.
Do you see that?
There's a minion with taunt in the way, by the way. Alright. Well, that's going to be on the board for a while. Huh, interesting trade. Okay, here we go. Prescience, draw me Vandar. Prescience, you've done a fantastic service on this day. What? Oh, okay. That is going to make absolutely zero difference. I don't think I have a spell school in the deck. But hey, they don't know that. By the way, Prescience drawing Vandar is both good and bad because I only got one of the 2/3s with taunt. But it's still good. Look at my hand. And it's only effective in the deck, so it's still pretty bad. Alright, they haven't got a... No, they have got a dragon in the hand. God damn it.
I need mana.
The Stormpike clan bows to no one.
Anyway, we've lived through the early game. That was the whole point of muck pools, was to get through this part of the game. Now it's smooth sailing. Paladin, you've played too slowly.
Reporting for duty.
It's now just threat after threat after threat. Okay?
With every step, the light guides you.
They stole my threat. Police. Okay, so they have a big boy in their hand. Well, is it time?
You wager your soul when you bargain with death.
Let's see what they do. They're like, what the fuck is this card? It's like, oh, it's the meme card that kills you. I've never seen that before. And it's like, yes, I haven't either. So next turn, because I can cheat a card out for free now. Okay. This is the deck of the big boys. Ah, you're going to leave it. You know what? That might be a wise move, to be honest with you.
More bones to knock.
Come on. Alright, we'll play Taunt. And let's see what Paladin does about this. What is better to play? I think a general would be better to play against Paladin. Oh, it's another Dunball the Bridge Paladin. They're going to discount this guy, which is fine. And by discount, I mean just reduce his cost to 3/3. I assume you're going to hit me in the face, but I think there's a fool's errand right now to hit me in the face. Why? Because I don't really care anymore. That's interesting.
Reporting for duty.
Well, 3 turns, it's go time. Do 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 do. We'll play one of you. How about I play 3 copies of you? Right, Paladin. Let's see what you have. Just casually sitting on 40 damage on the board, that's lethal.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, God. I have to play something with Rush here, or something that I can just kill the board with. Does 2-all move the needle for me? Not that much. So I don't think it's Brukan. I think it's Drakuru. Is who I cheat out. And then... I steal a minion. If it dies, do I steal it? I'm just testing here. No, I thought you didn't. Just wanted to check. Okay. Holy shit, I need to go fast. We want 6 to the face. And 2/2/3s. Shit, I missed 8 damage. That's actually really bad. God damn, the animations are too slow. Okay, I have to kill them on this turn, right? Otherwise I die. But what's Paladin gonna do to this, right? It's not like they have, you know, equality, the lifesteal thing, or what else do they have? Taunts. It's also not pure Paladin. Have I generated despair? No. That's not gonna ever be a problem. Reno! I see now. 5. It's not get down. Please. Perfect. I told you the logic was flawless. I've done it. I fixed it. Big Shaman, it works. And you know what? We predicted 0 and 7. We're 1 and 0, baby. Everything else from here is gravy. But please give me another Paladin.
Lady Vash versus the Lich.
This is not a good matchup for me, potentially.
Will serve me in death.
That's a good hand, though. Well, with the exception of you. Alright, that's fine. Prescience hopefully draws me Vandar.
I see you.
An Evolve card would be pretty good too. 40 health Death Knight means it's probably the Blood one. The by far most popular one. They will have some issues against me, though. What issues will they have? 3, 6, 8. They will have some issues in the fact that if they try and do like a corpse explosion, and I have a board full of 8/8 with deathrattle summon an 8/8, they can't clear the board that well. Is that true of most classes? Yeah, it's true of most classes. Alright? Anyway. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but... we can play some piranhas next turn. Right. Swim, my pretties. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. I was going to say for a second, if this is 10, I've really fucked up. There is definitely cards in this deck I do not want to mill right now.
Who here can spell?
And in fact, I'm still a little bit screwed now that I think about it, because I don't have room for prescience to draw the 2 minions. So I'm going to have to take a turn off for prescience. Yeah. I think this is where I cash out. And honestly, I might just do this for tempo. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Because I kind of think the muck pools is almost just there for the early game. Just to try and make sure I can actually live to, like, you know, turn 4 to turn 6, where I can start cheating out the big guys. Now that I'm there, its purpose is somewhat undone. Now, there are still reasons to use the muck pool. Potentially, I could get, like, a reborn minion that serves its purpose as 1 health, is going to die, and I just evolve it. Time for some prescience. A Null and a Behemoth. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. No Vandar, but the deck doesn't live and die by Vandar. Right? Slightly annoying is what I'd call that. Majorly annoying, though? Not really. Alright, what do we get out of the box? Stitch Giant this time. And then we'll throw something with Taunt in front. Which is also slightly sticky. Next turn, we can do the From the Other Side. Which will get me an 8/8. It will draw me a card. And do 3 lifesteal damage, I think. I will say... ooh. I was going to say, one of the problems with this deck is that there's normally not that many big minions in this deck that you want to kill off. And by this deck, I'm talking about the Death Knight. But you have Rune Forging in your deck. Well, let's go for From the Other Side. Nice. Sure. Nice. Give me my 8/8, please. Pretty good. Not great, but I'll accept it. Wait, why did I not get an 8/8? What? Where was my 8/8? Is it because it didn't kill a minion? Or did I not have board space for it? Maybe I never got it because of the board space issues. Yeah, that was probably it. Still, again, look at this now. They just can't deal with that easily. Sure, eat it. Might get guessed. Right, this fun and games is probably over at this point. Or is it? No, it's over. I think this is worth devolving with Primordial Wave. They probably won't get... well, actually, they're going to get patches at some point.
Such choices.
You're 6'5", you're 6'5". You got a 662. You were so lucky with that. That was crazy. Come on. 7 mana 4/4. Okay, that I can live with. Summon a minion from your deck. This could be really good for me. I'm going to kill it. Might get Patches or Mograine. Or a Vizier. Alright, well. You can't always shoot a perfect game. That's what you do, right? You shoot perfect games. You don't pitch perfect games. So I honestly think the dream right now is I get... Oh, you're going to start hitting me. We get whatchamacallit. The thing that lets me cheat. I'll put myself on a 3-turn timer. That is brutal, by the way.
The more you struggle, the better.
Immune while attacking, so it's just 6 free health. Eh. But I'll overwhelm you. I'll overpower you, alright? Nice turn. It's so slow just to do this, though, but I think it might be time. I can't believe they got the immune while attacking poison. Here we go! It's clown time! It's clowning time! Okay, I hope you're confident you can kill me. What do I want here? Probably the generals, right? It's clowning time! You I will evolve. Oh, Caligos. Hello, that's even more cheating. I like to cheat. So they can do Corpse Explosion, but it's going to take 16 corpses to clear. Ah, Patches. But that doesn't help you still. I think you're going to die. You even got lucky there. 1624. All goes face now. Face is the place. Face is the place. 6 damage, it goes to the face. Because that is the place. I will give myself some more taunt minions, just in case you have some more destruction. And then, why not throw one of these on the board? I don't care about your Bran. Is Bran meant to be a good card or something? If they didn't hit Caligos, did I have lethal? No, I would have been 1 off lethal. Oh well. They're now in a really scary situation, because if they do Corpse Explosion, they lose. Do you want a Frost Whisper of your own?
Now that be a story.
I'm causing my opponents to go crazy. That's the perfect thing about the Frost Whisperer. do you want to Theatar it? No, but god damn, you're forced to. Oh, well played. I've done it. This is it. I'm taking Shaman to new heights. And admittedly, hello, roommate. Admittedly, they're pretty high on the old HSreplay. I am streaming right now. I mean, you can see the camera. Oh, the one person that's viewing me in the chat right now, you might be lurking, but give my roommate a round of applause. Round of applause to the roommate. Why? She got like a little upgrade in her stats, right?
It's called a promotion. Oh, yeah.
Is it actually a promotion position though? Oh! Promotion in position. And she's just given me some online sweets. Okay.
You can share.
Alright.
Look.
1 second, I need to build my entire hand. We have some delicious candies. And some more delicious candies. And even more delicious candies. And a delicious kitty.
Delicious?
Yeah, she is.
I'm Delona.
She's nutritious and delicious. What is up?
Cold.
I know. I saw. They look delicious.
Pips.
And pips. I used to get pips when I was a child.
That's why I got these. Because I remembered about them. And then I was like, bye. Great.
It's okay.
And Delona?
I will take a pip. I will take a yellow pip, thank you. Make streaming easy when I'm eating as well. We'll probably just push the button here. Sure. Should have played a fish as well. I can't play Prescience now on 4. Ah! Hello, it's the deck that in theory I should counter, but apparently don't counter. Muck pool me, swarmer me. 3, 4. You're 1 mana, you're 1 mana, you're a Healy Totem. I like the Healy Totem. Get rid of the fish.
Co-host Millie likes fish.
The co-host Millie does like fish, don't you? Alright. We're praying for no death rattles.
My hand is too full.
Oops.
Was that?
The dead never rest.
Okay, this is all completely fine. Right, give me another fish. Give me Prescience. It's pretty good. We would like to kill a minion here and kill off one of mine, I think. Healing Totem, you've done some fantastic work for me, but you're going. Would have liked the full board evolve/devolve, but... Alright, here we go. So this song and dance again. At the very least, I can just stay alive for a while. He says. Little bit of an annoying draw here. So they're representing 35 damage, 36 with the button. I can block 10 of it right now, but if they can clear any of it with weapons, they have lethal. So I do have to kill someone here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And my hand is too full. Right, you go into there, so that we don't kill that one now. We kill this one. We now don't kill either of the outside two. I now kill this one. And I leave that, and I evolve you. I was hoping for taunt again. But hey, this is a 4-attack unit. They're representing 20 damage, it's not lethal anymore. I really need my mass evolve, though. I mean, if I don't draw my answer, I don't draw my answer to this deck. It's just as simple as that, right? Even drawing the answer at this point is not great. I will take you trading into that, though. I'm kind of surprised you did. No cards I can play. Alright, well, you live by the biggins, you die by the biggins.
This time.
We did make a minor misplay and all of that, but we still would have lost had we made the correct play. And in my defense, I was offered cold cubes and little pips. Oh god, I really want to play against that StarCraft Pro. I think this is StarCraft is like the one Blizzard thing I've never played at all. I don't like World of Warcraft. I have played it though. We'll keep that, by the way. If we drew that last time, we probably could have won. But yeah, I played WoW, didn't enjoy it. StarCraft I've never played. Actually, now that I look at it, I guess if you're going to include Activision in all of this, I played Diablo 3. I've not played Call of Duty Black Ops either. Well, I played old Black Ops, but not new Black Ops. And I guess I didn't play Heroes, but I don't think that's a property anymore, right? It's being discontinued. Holy moly. Well, kind of an underwhelming start to that combo, to be completely honest with you. If I can get a wave going, then that's going to be pretty brutal for them. I need to wave at the perfect moment. I need them to do more than they are right now. This is too underwhelming. I think they know. They're like, I'm not doing any more than this. Yeah. It suits me, though. I want to get into the late game. It could also be that they just had a ton of minion removal. So they're going to gain the Infectious Ghoul effect. So at the very least, I'd like the weapon to break before I wave.
Your end is nigh.
Keep taunting. That's their second one, right? Oh no, the first one was a copy. Okay, we're definitely waving here. That is pretty brutal, so we will muck pool my minion. Really bad 7-drop. Very acceptable 6. Well, sorry, 8. Don't know why I said 6. Imagine that was a 6-drop. Holy moly. Very acceptable, though.
Monsters beneath you.
So I think they have at least one copy in their deck of that, so we'll have to deal with that again at some other point. Yeah, you can't do that. Nope, there's a minion with taunt in the way. Don't worry, I fell foul to that earlier. We all do it, I think, at some point. Hello. Am I there yet? I am. Come on, Rogue. You know you want to. Taunt will be somewhat of an issue here, but not a big issue. In fact, board space is more of an issue here. So I kind of want you to clear my minions. Nice. Very good weapon. There's their taunt. And there is their other ghoul. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. I think I just throw on big boys. And then put pressure on them. You have to kill my minions, or I'll kill you. Because Rogue doesn't have a lot of healing. As in, they don't have any healing in that deck, I think. Ah, it's the Invincible. They now have some taunt. I'm on a timer. Let me play one of these into one of these. And it's time to play a game. You can die. You can die. If I can go into Invincible, I'm not that bothered. You are not the one with Rush. I should clear here. And by clear, I mean I can leave one of these up. I didn't kill it. I'll play the other muck pool. What does Rogue do to this now? They haven't got any more ghouls. The ghouls have all gone. They have one taunt minion left. They haven't got Invincible anymore. I just don't think they have an answer to this. You don't have a deathrattle minion even in your deck? Yeah, I thought not. Well, I think now's the time to play this deck if you want to try and play it, or a variant of this deck. The big weakness will be if people go very aggressively. Like, if I run into aggro druid, I'm probably just going to lose. Unless I get, like, the perfect draw. But so few people right now in the top decks are playing, like, a truly aggressive deck. There are, like, combos and value decks. And what is more value than a turn where I play 4 8/8s with deathrattle summon 8/8. Oh, and they all have rush as well.
Lady Vash.
Like, it's a true nightmare.
Let us test our strength.
It is an
Okay, this is a demon hunter of the hunting demon variety. Are they playing quest or are they playing weapon? I'm going to have a guess. They're playing the weapon variety. Which I also want to check out. I still don't have the weapon, sadly. Ah, it's quest. They have been watching... Wow. So we want to put pressure on them this time. It's going to be pretty hard. They've been watching the World Championships as well. They got a Relic Vault too, I'm scared. We may have lost already. Well, let's play Schooling. There's no point in playing the one minion. I think we just play 2 muck pools. 3, 4. Hopefully we draw into Prescience. I think that is our only chance now. Or Vandar. I need one of my 4-drops now.
I see.
Another happy guilty.
Okay. I think we tempo evolve.
Ocean's gifts are all around us.
Okay, you know what? I'll leave you. You have earned my respect. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'll just leave it. Probably the best thing I could have evolved into, honestly, for 2. And from 4, I can coin the Harkener. Now, at least we can start getting into my endgame stuff. In theory, again, we had a bad matchup on the HSreplay. But I feel like this deck should be really annoying because they don't have that much removal, as weird as it sounds. Most of the removal they need is for the face damage. So if I can force them to use it early, then we saw what happens. Like, the deck kind of falls apart. They could double an Extinction up, though. They've already got a Vault out. But if we can make them double Extinction, then they're not going to double Dimensions, unless they have another Vault in the hand, literally now. But I'm going to guess they don't have it, since they're kind of struggling right now. My prediction is that they have Fell... Is it called Fell Blast? The one that's 2 damage to the lowest unit twice? And they're toying with playing it now. Alright, I've never seen that in the deck. A Royal Librarian. Makes sense if you're not worried about weapons. Take the Viper out, put a Librarian in. Okay. Now you're going to regret it, though. Alright, it's an 8-8. This is truly nightmare fuel for this Demon Hunter now. They want a nice chill early game. They don't want to deal with an 8-8. A turn 4, 8-8. Seems very fair if you ask me. Phantoms? Did not expect that. So they haven't got Dimensions, otherwise I don't think they would have used the Relic on that turn like that. So they're fishing for it and just trying to survive. But this is a distraction. I don't need to worry about this at all. I should just ignore it.
Your end is down with the flow.
I should try and force them to use... I'm so bad with the names of the cards. The AoE heal fell spell with some spell damage. If I could make them use the cards out of sequence, then they can't beat me. And even now, if they do get that off, they're still going to have to use their entire board to clear this. Well, what's on the board right now. Because this leaves behind a 6-6 with Taunt. So it's not good enough just to give spell damage plus 2. AoE gets 12 health back for them. They are going to do that. But they're going to have to trade all their minions into this. Or maybe they go another route? Double Extinction, maybe? Ah, no, they don't need to trade. They're right. They can save a 1-1. Okay. That I should probably kill. That is a small issue. And by small, I mean it's like the whole point of the deck. So I should deal with it. Boom. Boom. Alright. Swarm, my pretties. Kill that. You know what? You're here. Why not kill that? Then I'll go face. Evolve you again. That's a pretty good thing. Not the best, but I'll take it. And then we'll school as well. And we can just chill now. I don't need to do anything else. Their extinction will be 3, so it'll be 3 then 3. If they copy it again, it's 3, 3, then 4, 4. Which is guaranteed to clear. Right? Yeah, it's 14 damage. And I've only got 10 health. And one of it is less than 3, so it will clear. But they will be using the vault again for the clear. If they've got it, they have to do it, though. They have no choice. I said they have no choice. They could take some more damage. They're on 21 health. I'd be a little concerned to leave this on the board for that long, though.
Another happy guilty.
Ah, it's going to be extinction, I think. Strange that they use that one. Oh, phantasms. Ah, we've forced them to use a barrage. That's perfect. So the face is the place, right?
You ain't seen nothing.
That's a good thing to get. That I can live with. Do I want to clear up these minions? I guess why not? Nice, the heal thing as well is so brutal for them. Extinction again is a clear. But if they use extinction, they're not getting double value from dimensions. They probably don't need that now, though. That was 3, 4, so the next extinction is 5. Yeah, they don't need to double it anymore. But it'll only kill 1 minion. They'll leave an 8 damage minion on the board, which is, again, pretty bad. I should be aware, though, now that my Overlord Drakuru is probably not going to get much more value. Just because the main minions they summon, other than the spell damage ones, which they normally summon when they're going to kill you, were those phantasms, so there's nothing really for me to pull onto anymore. Except maybe the quests, but the quest would be an awkward thing. I'd have to find 1 damage from somewhere. Uno damage I'd need to find. Realistically, what I think our next turn is going to be is Coin Behemoth. Which isn't very good, but it's another sticky minion that they will struggle to deal with. We might not need Frost Whisperer this time. That will change, though, if the... I was going to say the Fire Nation attack. It will change if I get... make 3 copies or something. Yeah, they want to deal with it. They're scared. Alright, that doesn't seem like the best route to success. Do you remember as well when I said Drak is probably not going to have much use anymore? That doesn't work, by the way. Drak suddenly has some use.
I need mana.
Good point. I'll take one of these, thank you. And I'll evolve you. Okay. So that's 2 of their spell damage minions gone. 3 of the spells. Yeah, they're fucked. They can't beat me anymore. I refuse to believe they can beat me. It does look like they had a bad draw, though. I'll give them that. They have a Fel Barrage left. They have 2 spell damage minions. They have Jace. They cleared my board. Congratulations. And this just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Another happy guilty.
They possibly have one other card, though. I will say that. The one which is draw a spell, deal 3 damage to the face. So they do have a little bit more face damage. And if they've got a really discounted Jace, then that's also a problem. But I don't think they're going to have a... Oh. I'm going to guess they don't have severely discarded Jace. They have Glaive? What? What a weird card to put in your deck. Like, it's so hard to empty your hand with that deck at the best of times. Anyway, which one is more soul destroying for them? Probably this one.
A watery grave awaits.
What a weird deck.
Drowned.
It kind of feels like a tribute act to the Demon Hunter, the Quest Demon Hunter, sorry. They have to have Jace in the deck, right? Is their bottom deck 2 dimensions and Jace?
I see.
Drowned.
This is probably going to be... I don't even know anymore. I'm going to trade it.
Grows short.
Which is going to give me another Taunt minion.
Your end is nigh.
Sorry, did I not tell you I have more Taunt minions?
Potions, flasks, BOE, I got it all.
Ah! Okay, nice turn. Well... Let's roll! Does this give them a win condition? Strictly speaking, yes. It puts me on a 3-turn timer. But what are you going to do about this, is my question. 8, 6, 6, 6. Honestly, I don't need to evolve any of this. And by the way, I can play a card for 0 cost next turn. And you might just die to the Berserker's effect. Yeah. 3 damage to the face. They're dead.
Shaman. Not many cards left.
They have to be dead. There's no way they live through this. Lifesteal though. Lifesteal though, but no spell damage on it. Yeah, I thought so.
I am out of cards.
You are a survivor.
You are a survivor. You had 2 scorns in your deck. Do 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 do. What a weird deck.
I yield. For now.
I feel like you didn't have all the spell damage cards in there, which kind of makes the deck tick. And I also don't think you had all the draw cards in there. It kind of felt like it was a Reno deck, weirdly. Wait, you didn't have Dimensions in your deck. They never played it. They cut Dimensions, the best card in the fucking deck. What are you doing? Why Dimensions are in your deck? You took the best card of the Relic package and didn't put it in. Are you crazy? I'm just losing my mind. I've gone up an octave. Anyway, I like the fact that I said I'll be happy to go 0-7 with this one. We're currently 4-1.
Gul'dan. Your soul
Ah, this could be a good text, though.
Death is colder than the depths.
Warlock, I believe, will be playing Imp Warlock, or the hybrid Warlock deck. And that's probably going to have my number. I do have some counterplay to the Curse Warlock, though, if it's the hybrid one. So I hope it is the hybrid one. It's 30 cards, so it is Imp Warlock. It's not... Or it's some variety of Imp Warlock, I think. It could be Deathrattle Warlock, but... Yeah, it's Imps. Well, I say it's Imps. Yeah, it's Imps. They played the card, so it's not Deathrattle. It's hybrid or... other. Tempo, tempo, tempo. I'll take it. Way very good against this deck as well, for removing the buffs. Draw your pathetic cards, Warlock. That's turn 4. Right, this time I'm going to be a little bit more control-orientated. Just keep the imps a little bit low on the board until I get ultimate value, and then I'll just start smacking him. Live through the early game, that's all I need to do right now.
I'm gonna win.
I still don't know what deck I'm playing against. Why is Vulpera Scoundrel in your deck? Scorpion I don't understand, but Scoundrel seems a bit odd. Feels a little bit odd. Anyway. Right, let me hit you and evolve it. Alright, a 3 mana 2/3. Lovely. Ah, it is hybrid. Alright. We called it. So the reason I'm saying I'm not too worried about this one is I do have lifesteal, which is normally a pretty good answer to this deck. Hello. I can't play you right now. Well, I could, but... Actually, do I just play it? Do I care? 5. They'll almost certainly kill it in some way. Yeah, I think I don't. I think I save that for Evolve Fuel. And they had the coin as well, so this might be a Abyssal Wave. Which is fine. Alright. Time to start playing a game. Alright, that's interesting. Hello. Hello. That was pretty good. Turn 6, I just played 18 worth of stats. The Warlock is now crying. I mean, I'd be crying if I just saw that turn. He evolved a Null for 0 cost and got the Jailer at 10/10. Ah, Bran. Okay, you've decided you're going to kill me via curses. An interesting deduction. By the way, just by the way, do you mind if I steal your Bran? Hang on a minute, what are you at? 3 and 4, 7. Maybe I have to deal with those. Yeah, that's probably sensible. I think I'm just going to clear your minions and play the button. I'd also like Archfiend to die, so I'm kind of trying to chunk him down a little bit. Now that I think about it, Drakring the Bran is not that useful anyway. I have very few battle cries in the deck. In fact, do I have any in the deck? I don't think I do. Perfect. Thank you for the Scorpid. I will trade that into the Forge Fiend. So I guess... my guess right now is it's hybrid Warlock, but they have way more Discovers in there. And they just try and discover more curses. And... oh, you scumbag. And... hang on a minute. 18, 19, I can leave you on 10. Enjoy. Deal with this. You have no silence anymore? Well, you might do. Maybe they have 2 starfish. But even if you have 2 starfish, it's not going to help you. But yeah, I assume they're trying to discover more of the Abyssal Curse cards. So it's more curse orientated. It's really the curse deck with a smattering, thank you for the lifesteal, with a smattering of imps in there. You must be gearing for a wave here, right? But he doesn't clear it. Oh, Shadow Waltz.
Let us dance the night away.
Let us dance the night away. Dies. Interesting.
Almost out of time.
Oh. Okay, sure. Alright. This is probably game.
You can't turn your back on destiny.
Let me I should probably just kill you. That'd be nice, right? Okay, we very nearly lost. I think it did prove a point, though, if that wasn't such a memey deck. If that was just normal hybrid imp, I think we'd probably lose that. Because they raced me down too quickly, and I couldn't keep up with them. Fortunately, though, they played some really weird cards. Alright, can I beat the Demon Hunter deck, which I played at the same time, in case you're watching the YouTube VOD, where I'll split these up into 2 separate episodes.
Lady Vash versus Arthas. You will know endless torment.
Only death is colder than
You I definitely don't want. Do I want Primordial Wave versus Death Knight? On the off chance that it's unholy, I guess I do. But it's probably not. It's probably blood. It's almost always blood. I've seen very few like hybrid rune decks out there, which is a shame, really. I tried off camera trying to make double, I think double green, 1 red work, but it just doesn't feel quite right. It doesn't quite gel together. Like, it feels like the pure packages are just better than the mixes. Not if you're playing Arena, though, of course. Arena Death Knight is hyper broken because the cards are really good. Because you don't disobey the rune.
It is time to end this.
Alright. You don't disobey the rune settings. I'll play 1 more. But... what's the word for it? I don't even really know. Arena's not my favourite thing in the world, to be fair. You take a rune and it kind of gives you all the runes of that card. And if you can find a 3 rune of a same type, typically that card is better than like the average card in the deck. Which normally means in Arena it's just busted. And that's kind of like how they get the value from it. It can obviously be fixed in Arena. They'll just change the pools. Because also the Death Knight pool is pretty strong right now. Which makes sense. It's a new class. You know what? Give it a little bit of love. Maybe they've given it a little bit too much love. You know. A little bit of love. A little bit of, you know. Man on woman, woman on woman, man on man. 2022, I don't care. Really, they've given it, you know, man on woman on man on woman on woman on man or something. They gave it too much. Right, Primordial Wave we need to keep. Farsight is also a keeper. This is almost certainly, I say almost certainly, let's not get to conclusions yet. Could be Miracle Rogue. Could be Value Rogue. It's probably deathrattle though. It's 30 cards, so it's Miracle or deathrattle, I think. It's not going to be the Value Rogue. And I think because I think it's unlikely that you're Miracle Rogue when you're actually a rogue from the start. You're not Maestra, or what she's called. Anyway, I'm happy to take things chill from the start. I have my answer to deathrattle. Just want to live to like turn 5 and 6, baby. That's all I want. Concoction? Go is deathrattle. Alright. Okay. Next turn, I'm probably Harkening plus Button. Yeah, let's do Harkener plus Button. Not the button I was hoping for. Not the totem I was hoping for. Not the worst. I probably would have preferred the Taunt totem or the 1/1 damage.
Let's muddy the water.
Ooh. Smokescreen, sorry. For some reason I thought you jackpotted and I was playing against that deck, but no, Smokescreen. I swear down Smokescreen is coded to not draw death rattles. Okay, they've clearly never seen this card before because he went to try and attack me in the face. That's not how that works. Did you really think I played a 5 mana 2/2 taunt? Okay. Let's see what you get. I have my Primordial Wave ready. And honestly, I'm ready to Flesh Beam off next turn. An Illusionist. Ghouls are coming. Alright. Expect that's 2 ghouls at the same time. Do I just wave this immediately? Or do I cause utter despair? Oh, I wave this immediately, I've just realised. Because I can run the null into you. And none of these have died yet, so the weapon won't take this death rattle. These were 2 clones, though, so he still has 2 copies of these cards in his deck. I think at that... Oh my god, I nearly misplayed. I think at that point, though, I'm okay with it. Fuck me. Well... Good. I deserve the look there. It always feels bad when you evolve a null into a null. Oh! You didn't get anything. There's no death rattles in the deck. So they have the 2 ghouls in their hand right now. Of course they do. They pulled it with, whatchamacallit, the undead guy. Nice. Prefer that to hit my face. Oh, actually, do I prefer it to hit my face? I don't know. Anyway. Rogue starts saying hello to a wall. Because that's what you're going to be playing against for a while. The dream right now is actually you pull out my little whisper lady. Oh, I get it. She's a whisperer and she's also a wisp. Infectious ghoul, by any chance? Okay. Ah, acolytes. Unfortunately for you, I don't think you're aware that my deck is pretty tanky.
Monsters beneath you.
So there's not one in the deck anymore, right? And this has to get perfect. I think we've won. I think they're fucked. That's perfect. They're going to be baited into trying to kill that.
When you bargain with death.
Chilling.
I have the backbreaker as well of 4 generals. They're like, what the fuck is going on? What is this guy? What is this heart of the cards bullshit that looks like it's about to occur? Well. Bonk. Bonk. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 of these is fine. I'll play the 1 mana this turn.
Job done.
Hey, Rogue, you like putting up walls? Well, so does a Shaman. I like putting up walls too. Okay, there's Invincible as well. He's putting up a wall as well. Oh, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Well. That's annoying, though. Well. What are they going to do to this? Here's a question. Do I attack one of their minions now? I don't think I do, right? I just pushed the button. Because the rogue can't clear my board. They have Taunt, but only on Invincible. And I can clear it with another criminal lineup. They're just fucked. There's just no way rogue deals with this. They can't have lethal. The Backbreaker is at action again. Doesn't matter. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. Maybe that does matter.
Let's muddy the waters.
You don't have any death rattles in your deck? No, you do, apparently.
I'm almost out of cards.
It still doesn't matter. Even this trading into something and getting big value doesn't matter. It simply doesn't matter. I have to eat through 14/14 of Taunt. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, it turns out this deck is cracked. People who love Shaman, rejoice. I have fixed your deck. All you need to do is whack in a little whispery lady. And Job's a good un, Bob's your uncle, Alan's a sheep. I don't know. It's really interesting. Like, it's such a backbreaking turn to throw out. I'm putting out 64 of stats. Unless you're silencing and clearing this, how do you deal with that? I just don't think any deck out there really can right now. The only way of beating it is to kill it early. Kill it fast and kill it with fire. Anyway, that will do it, I think, for this stream. If you enjoyed what you saw here, why not leave a little follow on the Twitch end? And why not give a little subscribe to the YouTube channel? My aim right now on the YouTube channel is to try and get to 200 subscribers by the end of the month. And I'm trying to get to like 10 followers on Twitch by the end of the month. The end of the year now. It's the same thing, but, you know, end of the year sounds fancier. By the end of the year, I'm going for 200 subs on YouTube, 10 followers on Twitch. Make a dream happen, okay? Anyway, thanks for watching the stream, and I'll see you again, hopefully tomorrow. And who knows what game I'm going to be playing. Goodbye.